guys, so let's start quickly with a new prediction for next week. This last week prediction was perfectly designed and executed, gapping down, move to the upside, checking off all the barriers, and then move to the downside. Although in the SPY, especially, didn't reach the 380 target, reached 385 area, then bounce up with a gap up. So now we have to remember that we have a gap closed here, and as you can see, the momentum with those three candles for the upside, but any move to the upside will meet a resistance, strong one. You can see here the 405 area that you see once, twice, also here resistance, so it can meet it and then bounce off it to the downside. And even if it comes to the 410, although it seems that the target for the longer term is maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks, is to reach to the 420 and then make a reversal to the downside. So if we're looking at SPY at the moment, it seems that you want to move higher. The last target is there at the area of 420. Make it larger, you will it. You can see that any move to the upside can create a divergence. So if it moves like here, price is going down, stochastic up, so it's short continuation, so it will move down. It doesn't mean that it can break, it just means that it can make reversal the 390, even 80, and even 385 and even 80. But at the moment it probably will open with a gap up, bring the buyers, move down, and then continue higher. You can see the momentum is started to be bullish, but we have to see how it reacts and if it creates a divergence. So be very careful. You see the volume is, even though it's moving high, there is no participation in the volume like here. So probably the average price is 4.5, 4.8. So I think that move higher, bring the barriers, move down, and then we have to see how it reacts to those areas, because you can see here that it's starting to build maybe something like this, and then attempt to break, because it's not if it wants to break and begin to be bullish, it needs to break the 200 EMA, which is very strong dynamic resistance. So it needs to make some false breaks to the downside, bring the short sellers into the house, and then kick them off, the stop hunt all the stop losses, and then higher with double the volume. Also a reminder that next week is the 3rd of the month, which means lots of option expiration date. So there is a lot of volume put around the 380, 385, and lots of call above the 400. So it might seem that at the beginning it wants to bring the buyers, take them off, move them out, and then bring the short sellers, shake them off, and probably close in this area. Could be nice. At the moment, the algo, let's check what the algo. We are in an uptrend. For the shorter term, it can probably will go high, lower again with the buys. I hope it won't make a divergence. Means that it do something like this, and then they go up, and it move here. If it creates something like this, this would be great. This is a big move to the upside. This is big move to the upside. If it would create immediately a fall, but the stochastic won't fall below this low, will be very interesting to see. but I think it will take some time to build such a thing. Everybody will wait for it. So let's go with the Qs. Probably we're gonna see the same target 320 maybe. Yeah, it wants to reach to the 320. This is a lot of price action area, but in order to do so, again, momentum is still below. Can open with a gap up, immediately flash to the downside, and see if it wants to create something like this. So I'm biased to the downside. I will wait for the moving of the resistance. I will look price action near the resistance. You see it closed above, so it means this is second target, third target area. So let's see how it reacts. There is a lot of price action here, so it'll be very interesting to see how it comes 320 and how it reacts to this 20, 310. 308, 308, some sort of resistance also. This 10, 308. So be very careful. Be very careful. See what happened. Like this one. Let's move to the downside. Move sharply up. Then break to the downside. Try to move up again. Break low. Then you have the divergence. So it might do the same. Go up, go down, go up again, go lower again, then create it. So here, something like that. And then you should go up. So wait for it. If you wanna like swing trade or invest, see how it reacts to the resistance, because it gets rejected a lot. And the 313 is a good resistance, because if it's break, there is a free ride to the 330, 335, and even to the 340, starting to base there. Then it will be above the 200 and break off, starting to build some sort of simulation, and then burst to the upside again. But it will take some. Let's go to Tesla, sorry. Basically all the stocks seem the same, even Tesla. You see how it rejected, not a big volume, participation, indecision in this big gap. So if it wants to move higher with all the stocks, it needs to close the gap, because if we stay open too much, people won't participate. If it closes the gap, people will come. So you see there is also a gap here, need to be closed, and gap which need. So let's see, Argo said 850. Next target 849. So it could reach this, try to close the gap, and then hold down again the 700. Wants to bring the buyers. 702 is a area to see how it reacts. 702, and see how it reacts again. There is no divergence yet, still building it. So the momentum Monday is bullish, so probably we'll see it going up at the pre-market, which is not good because it then immediately flashed down, closing this gap. Stock market doesn't like too many gaps. There is one gap, and then there is no gap. Gap, close the gap, second gap. So there won't be a second gap. If it open up, it flash down, close the gap, and then so be prepared for it for a day trader. MRNA. Older. See what mRNA is doing. Not that good. Just looking at it, I'm waiting for the 100. I don't know why this is a round number, not a technically any side of support or resistance, just a round number. But you see it moving like it moves. You see it failed resistance and break to the downside, trying to bring more buyers. So why not flash all the short sellers, bring it in, and at the 100 make them out with a big move to the upside. You can see it's trying to start to build an uptrend. Maybe in the shorter term, you see what happened here, trying to touch. But remember, this is the first touch at the 200. This is almost the second, so third, maybe a lucky charm, and then we. Okay. I'm waiting for this trade 157 to 188. Give me confirmation, because be above all those 200 and all those super trends, the momentum would be positive. The moment it seems that it's already 86, 88, so there is a divergence. So short continuation, which means doesn't mean that it breaks, because this is the second. You see what happened here? Second broke, so it means that you can go here and make something like this. So go and then give you a long reversal to the upside. So with MRNA, bearish to the downside at the beginning of the session. Point. See what happened. Point. Not that good. Again, 100. Oh my god. Too long. Yeah, see the 100. Oh my god. I think it's like scrapping the board and starting all over from the 100 and then building up session the upside again. So big downtrend, big momentum to the downside, not that good for PA. Still COVID in China in the area, so they need a positive. The price of the oil is up, so it's basically taking them a lot of profits. Not that good. Maybe starting to build some reversal, but I will still wait for an entry. There is no entry for the long side. If you want to take an entry for the short side, you could wait for the 150 here. This is the leg, 140 even, and try to scalp it $1 to $2 every time. You see the volume here, which is nice, ended with a good volume. So maybe double bottom, and then try to break to the upside, but will meet a lot of resistance. 140, 145, 150. So careful. Facebook. Okay, what we have here. What do you see here? Not that good. So a lot of short sellers here, a lot of gap close here. Did it close? You can maybe call it try to close. Maybe try to make another fake, then move up. Momentum is facing down below the 50. The stochastic is reaching to his overbought area. So not that good. Even reach here, will fall back again. Quiet the market, all the market. Shape, Mara and RIOT probably the same here, very weak. No, not yet. Still bearish. Didn't even try to touch one. See one break. This is once. Trying to break, fail. This is too far away, so probably will go up again. But the short side will bring you more momentum. You can see the buy just because it's $10. This is a round number, and this is not good for stock because all the hedge funds, the big hedge funds, don't like to invest in stock below the $10 because it's very easy to manipulate, because it's very cheap. So like, I think that I can go with if I could try to invest in BA with 100, I can buy 10 more times stocks volume, so it's very easy to manipulate it. This is the reason why they don't like it. And also at the moment, crypto market is facing a downtrend. I don't know if it's panicking. I don't think it's panicking, just trying to build momentum to the upside. In order to build momentum to the upside, a lot of people need. So try not to see it with RIOT also. See what happened. This is a trend I put, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Managed to break again today, and then managed to break. So let's find an area which we can re-enter. See it here, it's resting, which is good. Managed to be green, managed to fall and hold it. So maybe again move to the 10. 10 be very nice. If you could move, where is the entry? I think you see a big volume here. So you know the volume is around at, let's say, probably $7. So $1 stock, if they want $2 profit. So it's probably gonna reach to the 9, and why not 980 and 10. Take 1 to 3, which is good. So go in $1 if you find a good entry, lower time frame. And good area. Show you. This is a green false break, and then immediately engulf it, almost engulf it. So this is an area. There is a lot of let's say commodities, a lot of buying and selling pressure. See it here. So what's the stock like to do? They try to reach there and then close all their position, because a lot of position were created here. See it here. You see, this is the green one, a big volume. So there are a lot of position. So imagine what will happen when the price will get to this area. A lot of people will close the position or reduce their position, so they will sell. And if they sell, there is a sell pressure. And now all the short sellers also knowing that, looking at it. So when it comes to this area, they will look for a candle to enter, and everybody will show. So this is why the reason why I'm biased to the short side. So even if it moves higher, and I see opportunity for a short continuation. So this is for RIOT. Let's see the gold. The gold is because I think it's falling down. Yes, it's falling down, and too far away. Okay. See what happened? It's got too far away. It's like to come up and then continue. So probably will move up. If it move up, the market down a little bit. At the moment, gold in the market let's say acting almost the same. You can find some entry point with gold versus the market, and you see the momentum to the downside, oversold area. You can draw something like this, wait for the entry, reversal, and then go long. So something like this, then go long. This is for the gold. Where is the target? You have the lines here. You pause the video and see where are the key target. Nothing much to say, just help me figure out what happened to the market. Let's say check the oil. The oil is interesting because it seems that it won burst up to the 70. It's amazing. See the distribution here, holding the 53, 55 area, coming up. There is a lot of open position here above short selling. So he's managed to break the 65. Boom. Will too much. I think like 2 months of correcting. 2 months of distribution. So what will happen? Very interesting. I'm biased to the long side, but be very careful. You see when it try to break, boom, try to break, boom, try to break, boom, try to break, boom. How many times it will do so? Now it's breaking, not trying, it's breaking. So very interesting to see what happened on the opening of the market. Not an entry here. I will wait for an entry in the shorter time frame and maybe try to build a position there. This is it. So let's finish with SPY. You could see, just looking at almost any section, the same move. Same move means the investor are not the computer are doing the job, because perfectly on this super trend. It's not a regular super trend, it's an RIOT. So basically it's resting here, so probably gonna see a gap up, let's say capture buying pressure and then move down, taking them out, trying to build position for the long side, which will occur maybe not this week, maybe next week. At the moment we see the momentum for the upside. There is a gap, we have to find us. Be very careful. Next target is for the SPY is the 420 for the long term, but it takes some time to build it, but it will reach there. Even though I think and I want the SPY will reach to 380. If it reached to the 380 and based on it, great. Let's see it here. Took this Fibonacci from crash, I think 20. Yeah. So you see where is the 50? 50 is on a 350, aligned with it perfectly. I don't know if I touch it correctly. 380, another target. So a good reversal is when stock reaching higher and moving to the 380% Fibonacci level. This is a good retracement. Problem, we all afraid from it because stock just move higher and higher and higher. So this is the first reversal of the market. And then if it reverses to the 380, it can come up again for the longer term and continue to the downtrend. Continue with the downtrend, and then where is the target? 350 area. And then from the 350, we question ourselves. If this can reach to the 61, which is the 320 area, 317 area, and it's still considered a good retracement of Fibonacci level. Not for this stock market, but if a stock moving something like this, all right. So let's assume this is 60, this is 30, this is 50. This is a strong retracement. Do so. The second one, 50, it's a valid retracement if you think so. And a perfect one is the 61 if you do it, because it says that a lot of the market, if it managed to do so, wants to see the market going up. But for us, consider that what happened with all the people who enter at the 400. Imagine they see a lot of profits and immediately they are losing. So again, this will take us 2 years back if we reach to the 350 again, which is not that good. But it will be good for the market to continue building momentum to the upside, position to the upside. But for us, the short term swing and investors who enter the market at the 400, 450 area, it's not that good. But remember, good retracement 38, very good, even the 60. Below this one, not that good, because then break for the long term. I want to think in years or months. So at the moment, investors are still looking for a good entries to enter the market and give them lots of entry, which is good. I'm biased to the short side, but I think it will be moving up this week, then moving down and resting on the 385, 395 area, and then next 2 weeks maybe we'll see the break to 380. My prediction. Hope you like it. Hope you subscribe to see more stuff, and see you guys later and have good luck.